for sale or rent. Nurses feeling discontent. And soon with all this mess, there won't be no NHS, and these years of Tory rule means there's work to do without the tools. I'm a nurse of means, by no means queen of the ward. Our workforce on the way, no incentive they won't trade, as they can pick and choose. There's no one to interview. We got short staffing all year round, agencies to milk the pound. I'm a nurse by no means queen of the ward. I see every patient feel their pain, think of the children with nothing to gain, and every clinic in every town is gonna get sold with the Tories around. I sing Tories for sale or rent. Dirty bastards, they're so bent, but their stocks and pooled assets, they won't clear my student debts. But these hours of pay accrue buys a simple life but not much food. I'm a nurse of means, by no means queen of the ward. Bye, good evening. How we all doing? Are we well? Yeah? Are we fitting well? Can we keep it that way? My shift finished at 8. Right, well, I thought I'd shake things up a bit and treat you all to a cheery little number right off the bat. Yeah? Now, I do use the word treat rather loosely, as there's been feedback. Apparently, there are people out there who like singing to be in tune and pleasant to listen to. Bonkers, yeah? And who brought this to my attention? Only my work bestie, yeah? My favourite Italian nurse, Luca. Sent me a link to an auto-tuner with a message that said, "Old dog, new trick." Cheeky bastardo. What can I tell you about Luca? He's as camp as the Trevi Fountain and twice as wet. It's a fantastic barometer for my emotional state. Yeah. If a gay Italian tells you you're being dramatic, you know you're well off the scale. Luca can slip drama into places water wouldn't reach. Now, I'm not saying this is all gay men, all gay Italians, or all gay Italian nurses. But if there was ever a Venn diagram for drama... yeah, I've gone off on a tangent. I've not even introduced myself properly yet, have I? Eh? Now, who's seen me before? Give me a cheer. Yeah. Where are we? Oh, hello. Well, you've thrown me now. I'm glad you've seen me at work. You know what a good nurse I am. So, well, that does warm my cockles, yes. And I do recognise a rather familiar face down here. Nice, handsome Vaughan. What do you mean, what you? Honestly, me and Vaughan, we go way back. We do. Where did we meet? Was it Bumble or Tinder? I just know... Probably. I just know year on year, there's a bond strengthening between us. Do you feel it getting firmer? And how are you enjoying the show so far? Oh, fantastic. Well, there's plenty more to come. I'm as giddy as a kipper, me, you know. Right, well, for those of you who are not as familiar as lovely Vaughan over there, I'm Sister Brandy Bex. Yeah? Local glamour puss, NHS hero, nurse with a side hustle. You got to have a side hustle these days. Oh, it's all that cost of living malarkey. I can barely keep up. One more real terms cut, it'll be me paying them. Next thing, they'll be charging us for blue tick verification on our name badges. I've even dipped a toe into the world of porn to make ends meet. Yeah. I made a sex tape. Yeah. Sadly, it was suppressed by the Nursing and Midwifery Council. Joyless buggers. Oh. But you can still find clips on my OnlyFans. Just search for Sluice Juice 2 Maceration Frustration. It's a bit of a mouthful, but they did pay me extra. Have we got any nurses in? Bloody hell. Right, was the food bank closed? Christ. And how many of you lovely people work at the Royal Sussex County up the road? Ooh, you know, I'm jealous. I am. I've heard all about your new building, with its vast corridors and its scented air being pumped in through the air conditioning. Is it true it's laced with drugs to keep the staff coming back?
That's why we still work there.
Exactly. You won't get anything that fancy where I work. Honestly, no, it's a right dump. Yeah, certainly not a foundation trust. I want you glad you merged. My trust, dog rough. Yeah, full of hookers, beggars, thieves. That's just the nurses. I finished my shift, I found a nurse in the corridor begging people for spare change. She had a sign that said, "I do not drink or use drugs." I thought, well, if you're not going to spend it wisely. As for the corruption, well, they just do as they please. I used to have some respect for our matron, Mary. Yeah. Only gave her best friend a job. And then promoted her to ward manager within a matter of months. Yeah. Totally unsuitable for the role. No experience. We couldn't believe it. We didn't think Mary had any friends. Her name's Barbara. Useless lump. How she qualified as a nurse is beyond me, honestly. I think she must have won it in a lucky bag. Spends most of her time fanning about in the office doing chair yoga and self-reiki. And she likes to think she's educating people with random bits of trivia. Apparently, if each UK adult sent one less unnecessary email per day, it would reduce carbon emissions by over 16,000 tonnes a year. Guess how she chose to share that pearl of wisdom? Email. 2 tourniquets short of a crash trolley, honestly. Last week, Barbara comes onto the ward, announces she's going to start doing random drug testing. I thought, well, I admire your spirit, love, but it's hardly appropriate for a manager to be spangled on duty. Anyway. Now, I must say, there are some people, performers, who have very specific rules about people videoing them and taking pictures while they're on stage. I'd just like to make you all aware, I have no such restrictions. You can do as you please. I don't spend hours in that gym for you lot to go away and tell people I'm funny. If you get a decent shot of this ass, you tag Barbara on social media. Give another reason to hate me. Are there any other gym goers in? Any sporty ones? Yeah? You look a sprightly bunch down there. Yeah? And I do recognise another handsome, familiar face. Hello, Russell. How are you doing, darling?
Doing good.
Russell came to Extravaganza 3, didn't you?
And 2 and 1.
And 2 and 1. And you're back gagging for more. That's what we like. Are you still playing squash?
Yes.
Ooh, takes some stamina, that, doesn't it? Honestly, the things this man can do with his tiny balls. Oh, lovely to see you, as always. Well, I wouldn't go to the gym if it wasn't for my personal trainer. Honestly, I couldn't be bothered. But he is a fine specimen of a man, I will say. Tall, handsome, muscles for days. I remember our first session. He said, "Brandy, what's your ideal weight?" I said, "You, on top of me." But, as lovely as he is, he comes with a red flag. And he's got a big one. Turns out, massive fan of the Spice Girls. Yeah. Oh, I had an inkling when he had me squatting to Viva Forever. Yeah. He knows all sorts of random facts about him. I'm convinced his named is Todger Chubby Spice. It's completely ruined my fantasy. I can still picture us getting down to business, but he always ruins it at the end when he orgasms and shouts, "Zigga zigga!" Set a woman back, yes. But I had to keep going back, getting trimmed for my holidays. Yeah, I'm not long back. Yeah, I won it in a competition. A luxury week for two in Gran Canaria. I do realise Gran Canaria isn't everyone's idea of a luxury holiday, but beggars can't be choosers. And I won it in one of those trashy magazines. You know the type. Headlines like, abducted by aliens, and all I got was a lousy fingering. And those fabulous top tip pages. Oh, I love them. Oh, yes. Put a tea bag in a glass of whiskey, and you don't get judged for day drinking. It works. I've got a tip for you. Don't go into nursing. There's not that many cute doctors, and all the decent drugs are locked away. Well, this holiday, Luca, he was in there, like a whippy-tupper-doodah, honestly. He come in, he said, Brandy, my love. That's as far as I go with an Italian accent. I don't want to get cancelled for cultural misappropriation. Truth is, I'm just shit at accents. He said, Brandy, my love, you can not take me. It wasn't worth the hassle. I relented, I thought, yeah, sod the drama, so here we go. I hardly saw him all week. He spent all his time fanning about in the sand dunes. I thought, he must have some sort of interest in geology. Either that or he spent the week noshing off random men. By the third day we had to move rooms. Yeah, for all the moaning, groaning and sex noises. Yeah. Still can't believe how many people complained about me. But the problem with going abroad, it's the lingo, isn't it? You know, you start off, you're always a bit rusty. You have to rely on your body language. But once I've got my tongue around a few Spanish, I'm actually quite fluid. But all that is a distant memory now. Oh yes, I'm back at work, back looking after my patients. Mr. Gonzalez, who we love. The others, who are also there. Oh, I know, I'm being mean. Don't get me wrong, as nurses, we do love all patients. We do. Just not equally. Let's just say some can be a tad more testing than others. And there's actually 3 types of patient you find in a hospital, yeah? And I can tell which from the answer from just one simple question involving the nurse call bell. You know that buzzer that makes us come running, yeah? Now, has anyone been a patient in hospital recently? You're all fit and lively, are you? Right, let's have a look. You look like you've got an imagination. What? Oh, yes, let's have a look. Hello, my darling. I actually do know your name as well. Hello, Sue. How are you doing?
A lot better on the neck.
Champion. Right.
All thanks to you.
Exactly. Here we go. There's your question. Picture it, right? You're on a ward. Yeah? You're in bed. Got one of them funny gowns on with a split up the back and everyone can see your dingleberries. Yeah? Suddenly, this vision in navy blue comes gliding down the ward towards you. Oh, she's like an angel on earth. Let's call her Brandy. Now, this stunning creature who happens to be your nurse, she comes in, tucks you in, yeah, gives you some paracetamol, yeah. You're not in any pain, but would you give it you anyway just to add to the drama? It may even have been prescribed, who knows? It's not like anyone can read those charts. Now, she moves all that crap off your bedside table that you should have left at home. It's a hospital, not a holiday camp. And she leaves the nurse call bell on your table, within reach, within eyesight. Now she's off back to the nurse's station to flirt with one of the consultants. She's worked hard, she fancies a bit. Now my question, multiple choice. The second that nurse's back's turned, what do you do with that bell? Do you A, move it further away, pop it back on the wall?
No.
Do you B, move it closer, maybe hold it on your lap and hold it? Or do you C, leave it where it is?
I would leave it where it is.
Okay, well I'm not going to buzzer shame you in front of everyone. I think we're all going to join in. So give me a cheer if you would move it further away. No one? Oh, couple? Okay. Independent ones, they tend to be a little older. Do you like to disturb us nurses? Which we like, because we are busy. Usually good for light duties, like making beds. Yeah. It's all fun and games till we fall. Give us a cheer if you would move it closer. Ah, yeah, right. Well, we're going to come back to you needy ones shortly. And give me a cheer if you do the correct thing and leave it where the nurse left it. The clue's in the question. Right, well, you needy ones, see if you can recognise yourself in this song. Oh yes, there's another song. So anybody with delicate eardrums, this is your chance to slip off to the bar. Mine's a vodka and tonic. Ice and a slice. In fact, scrap the tonic, just vodka's fine. Can I have my track, please, darling? I ate the ward today. Had no time to pee, I've dressings left to change. Have to tell you that I cared for an old lady and I think I lost her teeth. Or she worried. Yesterday I cried. I pulled a chest drain out, it squirted in my eyes. Washed my hands just now and although gloves were used, they still smell of poo. I'm really sick of everything. I am nearly done. I'm a nurse, not your mother. Now let go of that buzzer. Fed you dinner, eased your pain. Still you act insane, and your health, it would seem, enough to cause a scene. And you are really, really messing up my day. Please help me if you can. You can walk and still you're asking for a pan. Rest assured that when I try to turn you over, you will start another stream. The bed will need a change, and your ass I'll have to clean. I'm a nurse, not your mother. Now let go of that buzzer. Fed you dinner, eased your pain. Still you act insane, and your health, it would seem, enough to cause a scene. And you are really, really messing up my day. When they cough, when they sneeze, and through every known disease, when they hurt, when they suffer, I will help them all recover. I'll succumb, they'll survive, I'll keep them all alive, but they are really, really fucking up my day. Thank you very much. I've been Brandy Bex. You've been a fantastic audience. Thank you. I'm going to come and join you and watch the rest of the show. So, Stella, can you get your mic, love?
I'm here.
I'm going to have a string of vocals lined up here now.
Have you? I'm doing some admin.
Well, I think so. You're doing admin?
I'm doing admin.
Okay. What are you doing?
No, well, I'm being a stage kitten.
It's a music stand.
It's a music stand, yeah.
What's coming there?
It's... you may well ask. I don't fucking know. If you don't know and you're the host.
Well,
I know I'm the host.
You know I got it all wrong.
You do get it all wrong.
Who am I going to go and sit with? Is Ruby not joining you? Oh, well, I'm going to come and sit with you then. I'm going down there. Do you want you to take your mic?
Sit.
Well...
I don't know where to put it.
It's fine. Every time.
But it's not that kind of show, is it?
Should I go the back way?
No, it's alright. I can do this. Turn this one off. Sister Brandy Bex!